What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're out at US 19 Dragway. We're going to be doing a stock block shootout with old Lieutenant Dan. So we're going to get the car ready. Got to do a couple things, put some weight in the back. It's an outlaw track, so it's a very small town, and it's kind of dope. And I like it. I love going to these outlaw tracks, and it's a challenge for me trying to get the car to go down. So we're going to do a couple things. We got some new stuff on the car, so we got a little bit more data, but let's get to it. Alright guys, so we now have front shock sensors, and we've got a drive shaft sensor, rear shock sensor. So now we can use the traction control. So we're going to throw a little bit of weight in the back of the car, because I don't imagine this track's going to be super sticky. It's heat of the day, so we're going to throw a little bit of weight in the back of the car, give it a little bit extra push against, and we'll start there. Got a slower boost ramp in it. We're going to knock some leave out of the RPM, so we'll test two-step, make sure everything's good there. And I'm also going to leave the dump open longer, just so it takes a little bit of that initial sting out. See if we can't get a drive shaft curve, and then we'll start setting up the traction control off that. But we'll get this thing ready. They're still dragging the track. We'll try and get out there and get tested. The first round's not going to be probably till close to nighttime, but at least we'll be able to get a good heat of the day tune-up. We know if it'll go down there, it'll go down at night. So I did exactly what I was wanting to do, come up, build the boost, drop down, right around 3,700. Had a little glitch right there, but it should be good when he goes to leave. 3,700, 5 pounds of boost, just soften that initial hit up. We're gonna leave the dump open so it doesn't try to smack the tire real hard, because the track is really hot right now, and I don't know how this surface is to begin with, so I'm gonna go look at it, but that should be good for our first little test trip. Just go down the track, try to get us a drive shaft curve. All right guys, we're about to bring the car up, do a little shakedown. I don't know about this track. It's very gooey. The rubber's all peeling up. Doesn't really look the best, so give it a shot. But yeah, not confident. Might have to wait till the sun goes down. I mean, the glue is streaming, a foot and a half from my shoe to the track surface. So we'll see what happens.
Now we out here, US 19 Dragway. About to make our first shake of the event. It's later than we want it to be, but we're here. And see what this track can hold. It's hot out. Sun's been on it all day. But we're gonna make the best of it. See if we can't get a clean A to B shakedown to have a good base come first round. Chip draws in about 30 minutes. So we'll get this shakedown underway, come back around, get the car turned around and ready, chip draw, and then wait for first round. So far though, like what I see. It's a backwoods kind of outlaw style track, which I like that. Grew up racing there at tracks like that, so see what we can do. here, made some changes, took the front end limiters off, let the car kind of travel, let it come into the power easier. And we're gonna try that again. Got one more shakedown, and then chip draws here in a few minutes.
Track is tough. Pulled some more power out of it. Pulled some ignition timing out of it a lot, actually. We loosened it up a little bit. Seemed to go a little bit better. But we're going into the first round now, and we don't have a tune-up, so not a good spot to be. But we're gonna try a couple things. The chassis just seems really, really stiff. So we loosened the front up a bunch. We took the limiters completely out of it. Let's see. Loosen the back up a little bit. I'm thinking we might add a little bit more weight to the back. But, I mean, I can't really pull too much power out of it because some of these guys are pretty quick, but we just need to go down. As long as he can stay forward the entire time, we should be all right. But I pulled a bunch of timing, a bunch of boost out of it. I'm just going to have to simmer it way down through the middle there and just hope for the best. We'll make the ramp a little bit longer and kind of see what it does. I'm going to smooth it out. We'll just tame it down, pull some more timing out of it, and see if we can't just go down. Hopefully we don't get a front runner car right now because they're going to draw chips. And yeah, we'll just see what it does here. I'm just going to simmer the whole car down, slow everything down. Hopefully it gets the front up a little bit, get a little bit of weight transfer. Ideally this track, you should be on slick probably because the prep is not where we want it. We're used to racing really sticky, so we're trying to undo everything, and I have to make notes in the computer now where everything was. I know in the back from where we were last time when I started wheeling, I have a good idea of what we can do to kind of tame that down because the rear shock is a lot looser than I thought it was. So what was happening before was topping the rear shock out, and then it would start to pick front up. So that's good to know there. But ideally we just need to go down and if we can get a drive shaft curve, I can start chipping away at that, and that should help. But yeah, see what happens, guys. Wish us luck.
The belt right there. Check it out. Check it out if you want to. Put your hands on the belt going up. Mr. James Tall. Right here, boy. From all the way from Central Florida. Thank you for coming, buddy. Mr. Peter Pan. Mr. T-Bone.
Hey, Trey.
Mr. Eric Robinson. Mr. Loader. Opie. Milkman here, David C. All right. James, what? Who got ace? Who got ace? Red ace. Who got red ace? Red ace. Milkman. Black ace. Keep on. Red 2. Black 2. Mr. Ariel. Red 3. Lieutenant Dan. Black 3.
May God be with me.
God about it. David C. Red 4 with the loader. And black 4 with the red. Black 4.
All right, you got it.
We got a little Mustang.
So we're an hour behind the start of this due to some weather delays. The car is supposed to run. I'm now running somebody else. Don't really matter though, but we're here going into the beam. We're here going to the box for first round. Hopefully luck falls on our side. No, the tree's got to dry. He left before the tree dropped. Drop the tree.
You lost.
Drop the tree.
Drop the tree. No, he said drop the tree.
Hey, drop the tree, motherfucker, you lost. Drop it and I'll go. Drop it and I'll go. Drop it and I'll go. I ain't going till that light turns green. Tell him drop that shit. Boy, this place is crazy. So what happened there, y'all get to see the grudge side of things, the outlaw track side of things, but in a race, once 4 bulbs are lit, you're racing. Homeboy, I put my second bulb on and he went, so he left before the tree fell. At a track with a timing system that works, the tree on my side should have fell, then it's a free run. The dude left before the tree went down, but they didn't want to throw the tree. And me, I learned from my boy Stevie Fasten. You sit there, you shut that thing off and you sit there until you tell them what you're gonna do or they tell you to do something. And so that's what we just did. Clicked the car off, sat there, made sure we had things square. Got down through there. Obviously I didn't have to bake the lick on the car, but that's round 1 win for us. It's kind of on a technicality, but hey, sometimes you gotta be more lucky than you are good. And right now we are playing the luck card on this. But that's racing. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing topped off, cooled off, and ready for round 2, down to 4 cars.
So, we did get a round 1 win technically. This place is blowing my mind, but that dude jumped through. Before that, the tree had no bulbs. I couldn't get any bulbs to light, so they had to mess with the wiring. And then that dude jumped through the bulbs, and they never dropped the tree, which he should have went red, and we should have been able to go that track. They never dropped the bulbs, so we ended up backing up the starting line, giving us a W. But even before that, I've been trying to convince this guy not to race here. The track is absolutely as sketchy as could possibly be. I mean, there's big tire cars out here getting loose at 300 foot. Nitrous cars 400 or 500 foot, they're getting loose. Like, the track is dangerously sketchy right now. They don't really know what they're doing as far as prep goes, and I'm not afraid to say that because it's obvious and it's extremely sketchy right now. So I'm going to try and convince him not to race here because I think it's in his best interest to just load the car up and we'll go somewhere else and do this another day versus ending up like Moonshine. So I'm doing my best to convince him that this is not the place to be. The rest of the drivers and the guy actually putting the event on decided that the track is unsafe to race on, so they went ahead and did a 4-way split. The next stock walk shootout we're going to do is going to be North Florida Motorplex. They'll give us the dates. I'll let you guys know if you guys want to come or know somebody with a stock walk wants to race. You can come out there, but we're going to do a 4-car shootout Friday night with the last 4 that we were just paired up. So the track surface is just, we've been on some sketchy stuff, but just the way the glue was laying down and the way they were doing things was making it worse and making it a slip and slide. So very, very unsafe to race on. I'm glad that happened because he was not going to listen to me. He would have raced either way. So we're going to pack up and head back to Florida. Definitely not ideal. I knew this was going to be kind of a sketchy track. And if we're going to keep doing this outlaw style, not marginal prep stuff, we're going to have to make some changes to this car. I got the traction control set up, but we got to test it. We need some drive shaft curves so that we can get that where we need it. And then we should be all right. Make some suspension changes. I have everything written down where this was, but we just need to go back to the track and start off at square one because the suspension was way out of whack from where I thought it was. So we're gonna make some changes on this thing, move some weight around, probably make a bar change, and then go do some testing and get this thing a little bit more consistent, a little bit more manageable on marginal surfaces. But we'll end this video off there. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, stay tuned and we'll see you in the next episode.